Will the clerk please call the roll?
Chairman Antelli,
Here.
Mr. Beebe, Mr. Gumina, Mr. Manero, Mrs. Valerio.
Is there anyone signed up for the public forum?
No, sir.
Is there anyone present who would like to address the committee? No? Next item on the agenda, approval of minutes. You have the April 27th, 2010 minutes before you. They will stand approved unless the clerk notifies of any changes by the end of the day. We have one presenter this evening. Paul Johnson, Associate Planner, Development, will now give a brief overview of the 2011-16 Capital Improvement Plan as it pertains to intergovernmental relations.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Everyone should have a copy of this document, the County Executive's proposed 2011 to 2016 Capital Improvement Program. I will take just a moment to describe our process for preparing it and then cover two of the program areas that are of interest to this committee. We start by asking departments to submit projects for consideration for inclusion in this program. Usually that happens in September. An internal committee represented by a number of administrative departments and chaired by the Deputy County Executive reviews the program and makes a recommendation to the County Executive for what projects should appear in it. The County Executive then submits her initial program to the County Planning Board for their review and recommendation. That happened in April, and the board conducted 3 public information meetings in early March to get public input on this program, and then made their recommended program to the County Executive at the end of March. And now it is before you, and under the charter, the legislature is required to hold a public hearing on this program before you adopt it. Hopefully you'll set that schedule in June and hold the hearing and adopt this program at your meeting in July. Your action on this capital program does not involve any funding approvals. That would happen in the fall. When the operating budget is presented to you, it will include a capital budget, which is the first year of this 6-year program, the 2011 list of projects, and at that time you would hopefully approve the funding for those specific projects. The two areas that I would like to cover very briefly are the Board of Elections and Information Services. You'll find the Board of Elections project on page 11. This is a project that has appeared previously, the election management system, which is designed to replace equipment and software that's used for a number of activities such as voter registration, election night reporting, poll worker registration and tracking, absentee voting, equipment tracking, etc. And this amount is the same, and the schedule is the same as it appeared in last year's program. The second area would be the Information Services project, which you'll find on page 12, and this is the Countywide Communications Infrastructure Program, which funds some basic computer infrastructure, wiring and servers and so forth that are essential to the countywide computing system. We have had reductions in this program of about 18% over last year's capital program, and that was part of an overall effort to reduce our spending by 20% or more over our 6-year period. And that, Mr. Chairman, is a very brief overview, and I'd be happy to either take questions now or when we cover that item on the agenda.
There are no questions. Next item on the agenda is new business. Mr. Grant.
Referral 10-152, adopt the 2011-2016 Capital Improvement Program.
Moved by Ms. Valerio. By Mr. Gamina. Is there any discussion on the item? All those in favor, please say an aye. Aye. Opposed? Carried.
Referral 10-161, authorize an intermunicipal agreement with the counties of Chautauqua, Erie, Genesee on.
Moved by legislator Gamina, second by legislator Valerio. Any discussion? If none, all in favor, please say aye. Opposed? Carried.
Referral 10-162.
Moved by legislator Valerio, second by legislator Gamina. Is there any discussion on the item? Legislator Valerio.
In the past, have we authorized any similar agreement to this? Through you, Mr. Chair?
Through you, Mr. Chair, yes, this is the second 5-year agreement. It reads almost exactly the same as it did for the first 5 years.
And in addition, through you, Mr. Chair, what kinds of public health emergency might be covered under this agreement?
Through you, Mr. Chair, there are a number of activities that are described in the referral that we might be called on to undertake, such as sending nurses or sending sanitarians. But really what we had envisioned would be some kind of calamitous natural emergency where there would be many people that were injured, or a large communicable disease outbreak in which we would send nurses, or if there was a problem with drinking water or some sanitary facility where we might send our staff to provide support to the other counties in our region. Those are the sorts of things that this referral, this agreement was really designed to help with.
Thank you, Judge.
Any other discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye. Opposed? Carried. Are there any other matters to become before the committee? If none, the May 25th Intergovernmental Relations stands adjourned. The next meeting will be scheduled Tuesday, June 29th.